This is a short video about the particle model. The aim is to describe the main features of the particle model in terms of states of matter and the changes of state. First, let's look at solids. Solids are incompressible and they do not flow, but it's their arrangement of their particles that give them these properties. The particles vibrate around fixed positions. The particles have a regular arrangement, they're touching, which is what makes it impossible for you to compress it, and there are strong forces of attraction between the particles, which means they can't move apart from each other and allow it to flow. The next state of matter to consider are liquids. The particles in a liquid are touching and they move around and past each other. In a liquid, the particles have a random arrangement, they're touching. The particles move past each other in all directions, and there are quite strong forces of attraction. These properties mean that liquids can flow, but they can't be compressed. The final state of matter to consider is gas. The particles in a gas move around randomly. Therefore, the particles have a random arrangement. There is a large space between the particles, which means that gases can be compressed and they fill up a volume. And there are no forces or very small forces between those particles, which allows them to flow and move. Let's look at the changes of state. We have solid on the left, liquid in the middle, and gas on the right. When a solid turns into a liquid, it melts. The change of state from a liquid to a gas is boiling. When a gas changes state back into a liquid, it is condensing. And the last change of state from a liquid to a solid is solidifying, also known as freezing when you're talking about water. Some substances don't go through the liquid state, they go straight from a solid to a gas, such as carbon dioxide. Changing from a solid straight to a gas is sublimation or subliming. The change from a gas to a solid is called deposition. Consider that in a change of state, it's the forces between the particles that become weaker that allows this change in their arrangement and their movement that causes the differences between the changes of state. In summary, the particles in a solid are ordered and they vibrate around fixed positions. The particles in a liquid are arranged randomly and they're moving past each other while staying touching. And the particles in a gas are random, they move in all directions and there's a lot of space between them.